Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another soccer video. So a few days ago, or whenever I decide to post this video, we saw the US women's national team get wrecked by Sweden in the 2020-2021 Olympics. And so in that video, I kept referencing the 2007 US women's national team semifinal against Brazil. And the reason why I kept doing that is because honestly, it was probably one of the worst games that I have ever seen. I think the Sweden one is about to top that. But I decided to talk about it. Originally, I planned on doing a video about Hope Solo and one of her most controversial moments. She had many. But I decided now's the time to do a video on the 2007 World Cup semifinal between the US women's national team and Brazil. I've been wanting to do this for a while now, so I'm just going to get it out of the way. So, the 2007 US women's national team and Brazil semifinal was interesting to say the least. There was a lot of controversy behind this game. So, especially when it came to the goalkeepers for the US women's national team goalkeepers. So there was Hope Solo and Brianna Scurry. Hope Solo leading up to this 2007 World Cup semifinal, Hope Solo started in, I think, 40 games or over 40 games leading up to the semifinal. And for whatever reason, Greg Ryan, the head coach for the women's national team, decided to switch out Hope Solo with Brianna Scurry. And so Brianna Scurry hasn't started in any games at this point leading up to the semifinal. It had been Hope Solo the whole time. And this was controversial because a lot of people were like, why would you do that? Why are you switching out the goalkeepers when here's Hope, who has been the starting goalkeeper this whole time? Why are you switching her out suddenly with Brianna Scurry? And the reason why was because Greg Ryan thought that Brianna would be a better choice because she had the experience playing against Brazil. And so this was a controversial decision that no one liked. Hope Solo didn't like it. The team kind of just had to go along with it. But yeah, reporters didn't like it. Commentators didn't like it. No one liked no one liked the fact that Hope Solo got switched out with Brianna Scurry. Anyway, let's get into the game. We're at the first 16-17 minutes. There are multiple fouls on both sides. Shinning box, a US player gets the first yellow card. So first 18 minutes, the US has 5 fouls, Brazil has 7. And if you watch this game, I was able to find a video of it on YouTube, there was a lot of commentary about the goalkeepers getting switched. So 19 to 20 minutes in, the US scores an own goal. Osborne thought she was going to head the ball in, head the ball out of play, but it ended up going into the net. So US 0, Brazil 1. 25 minutes in, US Lori Chalpney gets a yellow card. So that's 2 yellow cards on the US side. 26 minutes in, fabulous goal from the 21-year-old Martha. So US 0, Brazil 2. Also, if you are a big fan of Martha, this is a great game to watch. Martha in this 2007 semifinal really shines. So, yeah, we're now at US 0, Brazil 2. 27 minutes in, Brazil's Aline gets a yellow card. Okay, so I also took some notes here. Brianna Scurry was noted to have only played 7 games leading up to this game against Brazil. And yeah, she was only brought on to this game because of her experience playing against Brazil. Hope Solo had started in 40 games previously including the World Cup games. So yeah, once again, nobody liked that. Brazil, going back to the game, Brazil is playing more aggressively and putting a lot of pressure on the US. They're up by 2 and they're feeling really good. 44 minutes in, Brazil's Renata Costa gets a yellow card. 45th minute with added time, Shannon Box fouls and gets a second yellow card and is sent off with a red. So this was controversial because Shannon Box and another Brazil player kind of clashed on the field. The referee didn't see it. She looks back and sees Shannon Box and the Brazil player on the ground, and she, for whatever reason, gives Shannon Box the second yellow card and sends her off. And yeah, the referee didn't see that, but yeah, she sends off Shannon Box while the Brazil player didn't get anything. But yeah, that was a controversial decision. So now the US is down 1 player. So Brazil instantly looking good, instantly looking confident. They're doing great. So now we're going into the second half. Substitution, Stephanie Lopez comes out and Carly Lloyd comes in. So a defender comes out and a midfielder comes in. So this is now a 3-4-2. The commentators are very critical of Brianna Scurry. They also noted that Hope Solo wasn't happy the day before when it came to the change. She was visibly upset the day before. Yeah, if you see photos of Hope Solo at this game, every now and then the camera will flash to Hope Solo. It's like, yeah, she's visibly upset now. I'm including some photos, but if you were to watch the actual game, Hope Solo, you can just tell she was pissed off throughout this whole thing. It's like she's one of those people that's like you can tell when they're not happy. Anyway, going back to the game, 48 minutes in, nothing is happening. Martha is just having a good time. She's messing with a US player, I think Christy Rampone. She kind of does a little dance. I mean, like I said, if you like Martha, this is a great game to watch. 48th minute, Abby Wambach fouls and gets a yellow card. The US at this point is struggling to make plays. Brazil is just attacking relentlessly. They're getting more possessions, making more plays, and getting more shots on goal. They're putting lots of pressure on the US, which is making the US resort to more defensive plays. 55th minute, Brazil's Christine scores. US 0, Brazil 3. And like I said, camera then cuts to Hope Solo, not happy, disappointed, pissed off. Announcer's not happy, pissed off, disappointed. And I noted that Greg Ryan should have given Scurry more games if he wanted her to play, which is true with goalkeepers. If you can't just favor one goalkeeper over the other. You have to use them interchangeably so that they can get that experience and get that play time. I noticed that in the US women's national team games, like every now and then switching out Alyssa Nair for Adriana Franch, or switching out Adriana Franch for Alyssa Nair, giving them both time to get experience and get more play time. If Greg Ryan was only starting Hope Solo this whole time, then Scurry did not have a chance to get that experience and get that play time. And I also want to add that Brianna Scurry is a really good goalkeeper. Like, it's sad that this is the game that she kind of gets remembered for. Okay, so 59 minutes in, there's a substitution. Heather O'Reilly out, Tina Ellertson in. So a midfielder is out and a defender in. So 4-3-2. I didn't know why. I guess they're going for more of a defensive play. Like at this point, the US needs goals and they're a player down. This isn't the best time for that kind of play. They should have put in another attacker or another forward or another midfield. All right. 68 minutes in. Yeah, it's getting rough for the US. They're not making plays. I'm noticing the US is staying back, like resorting to defensive play. Brazil is edging closer to that fourth goal. Yeah, they're not letting up. 73rd minute, US substitution, Kate McGrath out, Marion Dalmy in. And Dalmy is a defensive player. So 74 minutes in, Martha dancing and messing with Ellertson. Yeah, she's just having a good time. 78th minutes in, Brazil's Martha scores an awesome goal with awesome footwork. I mean, if you've seen it, it was actually very good. She tripped up the defender and was able to get around her really well. Okay, so US 0, Brazil 4. 80 minutes in, camera cuts to Hope Solo, looking pissed off, sitting back in her chair, looking pissed off. After that, Brazil just has full possession and control of the ball and is taking shots on the US goal. It's basically over for the US. Like, they gave up. 92 minutes, it's over. So, when it comes to this game, Brazil played beautifully, especially when it came to Martha, seeing her footwork and her playmaking. Yes, if you love Martha, this is the game for you to watch. US, yeah, that was painful and brutal to watch. At the end of the game, the US players were just stunned, disappointed, in disbelief, upset. Hope Solo, once again, angry and pissed off. You can see it on her face, too. And what's funny is I took these notes and I made this script, like, months ago, like a month or two ago. And I actually have this written down. I wrote, I hope after this I never have to watch that game again or watch an upcoming game where the US loses this badly. This game went down as one of the worst losses in US women's national team history. Yeah, let's go back to the last sentence. I hope after this I never had to watch that game again or watch an upcoming game where the US loses this bad. Yeah, I think the game against Sweden, the Olympic game against Sweden, was probably kind of tops this one. But I would say that there was controversy surrounding this game, mainly to do with like the goalkeepers, like switching out the goalkeepers. I would say make sure both of your goalkeepers get like enough attention. Make sure both of them get experience and playtime instead of focusing on just one. It's kind of cool and good that Vlatko switches out Alyssa Nair and Adriana Franch, because both of them need the playtime. I would say the same also goes for Jane Campbell. Hopefully we'll get to see Jane Campbell play. Like, I heard she is awesome when it comes to, she's an awesome goalkeeper with Houston Dash. Anyway, do you guys remember the 2007 semifinal against Brazil? Let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.